Now's the time to choose your group. You can pause this video or wait to have the close-up of the stones. This is group 1, the coral. This is group 2. I forget what this stone is called, but I know it's man-made and it was gifted to me. This is group 3. This is the calcite, the pink calcite. So remember, take a couple of deep breaths in and just see which one is calling to you right now. Could be the backs of the cover or the positions of the cards. Timestamps are down below. And enjoy your reading, you incredible souls.
Hello Leo, my group 1s. Welcome to your February tarot pick a card. So this is going to encompass the full month of February. It's my first time doing it, so I'm kind of weighing it. So far it's been really cool, really nice to see. Messages have been flowing. I don't think I'm going to be editing this, so I could bring them out as soon as possible. So there's a bit of time gaps, just because I decided to leave them there. Yeah, let's start right away. And welcome to all the new people on my channel. Welcome to hello to all the people that have been supporting me for so long. Thank you so much. So let's go, Leo group 1s. What do we need to know for the month of February? Let's go. Ooh. 5 of Cups reversed. Let's get 2 more cards here. Okay, we have Temperance reversed. We have 2 cards here. Let's keep them. So we have the 5 of Pentacles reversed, actually upright, and then we have Death. Oh, I think you're finally overcoming something. I feel like there's like a lack of patience in terms of you upgrading energetically. What do we need to know? The 5 of Cups reversed to me is like giving me 1 or 2 things: a resistance of walking away from the things that no longer serve you to go towards the cups that are open, or you're finally seeing this opportunity of moving forward. Of moving forward, realizing that the cups that have spilled were spilled for a reason. I feel like there's a lesson that could be learned. So whichever category you are, I do feel like it will come to pass, especially in the first week of February. Honestly, the only reason why is you haven't moved on yet. I feel like this is something that's been lingering. It's because of your stubbornness. Instead of just taking the time and taking the passions, it's like you don't want to feel the feels. You don't want to pay attention to these emotional cues that are just there to really nudge you into being present in the moment and really releasing these energies, right? Emotions are the language of the body. And if we don't listen to them, we're just going to end up reliving the same stories over and over again. Let's see. Just get all the cards in here. There's a lack of asking for help too. I feel like this has been going on for a very, very long time, and it's or time to go get some professional help, or to really look into people who have done the work themselves, especially the shadow work, or, you know, people who have been learning how to reprogram their minds. February, Ace of Swords. I feel you, Leo. It's not always easy to just admit defeat and just admit and just move, to stop holding grudges and just moving forward, right? The Magician reverse. One more. February group 1 Leos. February group 1 Leos. Okay. 3 Three of Swords. This one has been coming out almost for every single group so far. Every single one. This is my second with the Aries. Basically, if you have any kind of placements, these are good for any placements, okay? Any major placements. Okay. Now I'm not picking the same amounts of cards. Let's just keep them upright. Let's see what we have here for now. Queen of Wands. You have the Sun. You have two suns. So by the end of this month, whatever's going on, there's going to be light that's going to be shining upon you. There's just going to be a lovely, the Sun is the ultimate yes card. The Sun is the ultimate yes card. So whatever you are struggling with, especially in the beginning of this month, is not going to be in vain. There's going to be just a beautiful, almost feeling like an aha moment of this, you know what? I'm done with the old stories. It's time to make new ones. And there's going to be struggles. You're going to be struggling a little bit because you have like the Ace of Swords reverse, you have the Magician reverse, and you have the Three of Swords. I have a feeling that this might be in regards to a relationship. There might be a relationship that it was way overdue, that you've been needing to let go. And I feel like towards the mid-February, you're finally going to allow those feelings to occur and come to a moment of feeling the feels, and therefore finding a bit of peace in your life. Because I feel like this has been taking a lot of space, particularly your stubbornness towards it, and refusal to ask for help, refusal to, see a different side of the story. To me, this is like not wanting to see different angles of a story. I say that because, it's usually two people who are walking in front of a church where the church is shining light on them and almost begging them to come in and get some shelter, but this person just refuses for whatever reason. It could be self-inflicting, I'm not worthy of this, I don't deserve this, I did something wrong. Or it could just be, they're so blinded and they don't see, right? They're so blinded by their grief, their pain, and they're not able to see the help that is available to them. So for you, I'm really sensing it's time to ask, it's time to talk about it. It's time to let time heal, because time will heal all. Nobody likes to hear this, not even me. We're going through all kinds of stuff, but this death is going to be so transformative. As soon as you start just talking a little bit of your emotions, and always go to people that you can trust, right? Not everybody's going to understand what you're going through, but that's why sometimes professional help could be good, because they're kind of like, they're neutral. They don't really know you. They're there to be an outside perspective, that observer perspective. So I feel like the first week, the first quarter of the month is going to be a little intense, because death is never comfortable. Death is meant to be uncomfortable so we can actually do something about it. But it's the rise of the phoenix, right? This moth over here represents transformation. And these snakes is all about letting go of the old skin that we tend to hold on to, the old self that we tend to hold on to. Are some of you gonna go on a mushroom trip? I just noticed these mushrooms over here. It could just be some kind of sacred medicine, earth medicine. A lot of people do ayahuasca and psychedelics, obviously with professionals, for healing, right? It's been proven to heal. There has been research done with people who had severe addictions, and after a session or two, actually, don't quote me on that, after a couple of sessions, they have healed. They don't want to go back to these addictions. So we know it works. I'm not saying to go. I'm just saying I was just surprised to see that. So I feel like I'm sensing that maybe some of you were thinking or contemplating. Obviously, do your research and go with people that have experience, right? Now, by halfway, by the mid-February, I feel like a lot of realizations in terms of if this is a heartache, if this is a heartache in regards to friendships, family members, whatever was holding you, whatever was dear to your heart, it's going to come to life. And it's been preventing you from becoming this ultimate manifester. At the end of the day, like, we are energetic beings, and what we say, what we think creates our reality. This has been proven over and over again, that our thoughts create a vibration. Our words create a vibration. Our emotions create a vibration. So if we're stuck in this resentment, in anger, in disarray, when we're stubborn and we don't want to see different angles, it blocks the flow of new opportunities to come in. And I'm really feeling that as soon as you allow these emotions to bottle up and you allow these emotions to just overflow and just feel. A lot of people think that, oh, you have to be positive all the time. No. Somebody who really knows the law of attraction will right away say, you need to feel the emotions so you can allow new emotions to come in. If you have something bottled up, it's like telling a story. When you're angry, you're telling a story. When you're annoyed, you're telling a story. Now, the goal is to accept the story, because as soon as you accept something, you release the emotional charge that it holds, to then start saying a different story. Start saying just a different version of what's happening. Oh my God, this person, he betrayed me. She did this and that. Okay, yes, this person has done this, but this person doesn't control me. I control me, and I will overcome this. That is already a different energetic charge. It's already a different story available, and therefore creating a different reality. Honestly, the people who are the most, if you actually notice, the people who are in control are a lot of the successful people are the people who are able to tell the best stories a lot of the time. I don't know why I need to say that, but now what's fun about all this is that towards the end of this February, towards the end of the month, you have the Seven of Coins, which is working on your craft. So you're going to continue working on your craft. Then you have the Queen of Wands, which is like the queen of her passions, the queen of movement, the queen of just getting shit done, right? And then you have the Sun. And I'm really sensing here that as soon as you start releasing the past, staying patient with yourself too, very important, releasing the stubbornness. Like, I feel like a lot of it has to do with you judging yourself. You have to, at this point, it's about releasing that judgment. Like, whatever wheels have stopped to turn will start turning again. You have the Sun card here and you have the 9. You have this, like, at this point, it's like a final battle with you against yourself a bit in this last month. And I can't wait to see what March has in store for you, because the way February is ending, if you really start working on your self-image and the stories that you tell yourself, it's going to be incredible. I want to touch base a bit on these cards over here. I usually use these as extra cards. You have the Ace of Wands, which entitles a new beginning. So a new beginning of some kind of passion. I feel like something's going to spark. You're going to have just this awareness of what you want to do. And with the Queen of Wands, it's like you're going to achieve it. And it might not be by February, but it's going to come very, very close. Like, I just see this volcano over here, and it's like a huge eruption of get out of my way. Like, move. Nothing will stop me. But that has to, this disarray and being the creator that you're meant to be is going to be important. And like I said, I feel like this is all going to happen mid-February. And then you have another, what's beautiful is that you had the 5 of Pentacles upright, and then you had the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this whole idea that you need to do everything on your own, that nobody is able to help you, I feel like you're gonna kind of break free from that. Things will, like the 8 of Wands usually means something fast movement, but I feel like it's still going to take a little bit of time, because at the end of the day, we're still creating a momentum, right? We have a momentum. Our stories that we've been telling ourselves, might have been telling ourselves for 2, 3, 4, 5 years now. So this momentum will just create a lag time. So if you don't see things coming out right away, especially let's say you start doing the work even before you knew you needed to, like all this resonated and you're like, oh my God, yes, this is exactly what I was feeling. And you start doing the work right away and you don't see the results by mid-February, it's just because these new ideas and these new stories need to catch up, because they don't have as much momentum as the old stories. Let me know if that makes sense. Let's take a couple of oracle cards. Leo, my fighter, group 1. Whatever it is, just don't give up. Your happiness is worth fighting for, no matter what has happened in your situation. God knows I have stories. The Eating Cross, or actually read this one, because I don't know them all by heart, unfortunately, just yet. But if I just look at this right away, it's like the 4 directions, right? I almost see it as a moving forward. I almost see it as almost like traveling, that there might be traveling involved, but more importantly, like the wheels are turning. Kind of like Wheels of Fortune card is what I'm getting. This is the vibe I'm getting here. But we're gonna read it, and it's not in the medicine position. It's in the invitation. So, the Indian Cross announces the start to a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day-to-day to that which until now has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow the new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. So just take the leap of faith. It's almost like the Fool card. I can't even read the essence. So the essence, the Indian Cross presents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The whole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel, the proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. So it's really in your hands. This to me says that you're going to be offered something, and this is where maybe this new passion that comes into place, this Ace of Wands, and it's to not doubt it. If it feels right, go for it. Don't let your analytical mind take over. You know, it said that you have 5 seconds before your mind takes over. So whatever you want to do, you do it within those 5 seconds, because then your mind is just going to talk you out of it. And it's not because it hates you. It's just, it's been programmed that way, or it's trying to protect you because it wants to stay comfortable because that's all it really knows. It doesn't really like, right? Our bodies and this lizard mind doesn't like to be uncomfortable. And that will be all for my group ones, Leos. This has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much for allowing me to take part in just your journey, life, right? Thank you for allowing me to help you. It has been a pleasure and a blessing. If you feel called to, you can like, share, subscribe. Do leave me a comment though. I would love to see if this has resonated with you. I would love to see if this had actually helped, or even better, come true, right? By the end of this month. That's it. Ciao, guys. Hello, my group 2. My Leo group 2s. Welcome to your February monthly Just Pick a Card reading. I am so happy you're here right now. I am honored and blessed that you're allowing me to take part on this journey. It's my first time doing this, so I'm just winging it. I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards and then maybe some oracle cards. We're going to go with most probably the beginning of the month, middle, and end. And let's get started right away. I've been actually really called for this group to take these oracles to start with. So Leo group 2, what do we need to know for Leo group 2 for February? Leo group 2, February. Leo group 2, February. Leo group 2, February. Leo group 2, what do I need to know? There we go. Let's go with, it's probably going to be uncut. So if there's a couple of long pauses, by all means, let's keep the ones that have been, let's go with this one. Let's see what we have right here right now. Beloved reverse. In medicine position, the vision quest, the hummingbird, okay. And then we have the star, Knight of Pentacles in reversed, Ace of Cups in reversed, and Divine Wisdom. February, okay. There is definitely hope in regards to something. We have another star card. Emperor. Oh, what is that? What's going on love-wise with all my groups these days? I feel like it's like going to be a big self-love time of the month. I know it's February, I know it's like Valentine's, but I'm really getting the sense for most of my signs, it's really about self-love. Super important. 7 of Cups. What? There we go. Yeah. Wow. It's crazy how a lot of cards are repetitive. Even if I do like place them differently. Wow. Okay, let's start first over here. So we have the Beloved, we have the Vision Quest, and then we have the Hummingbird. I mean, this to me is really telling me to go with the flow. Like the month of February is all about just going with the flow and really paying attention to the little things in life, because the hummingbird is all about as much as the wings of a hummingbird, they just flap maybe 1,000 beats per second. They don't look like they're moving at all. And they're very playful birds. They're basically meant, like, you just enjoy the moment. They're there for the honey of the flowers. They hum. Like, for God's sakes, they're humming. And I feel like it's really time for you to not be so serious on yourself. I feel like you've been trying to just get ahead of yourself and try to move forward. And I feel like there's a person in your life that's that you want badly, that you're a person maybe that you've been trying to manifest. It could be love, it could be partnership, it could be maybe it could be a work situation, something in regards to money, because you have the Knight of Pentacles over here. But I'm saying love because you have the Ace of Cups, of emotions in reverse. What's interesting though is that you have the Divine Wisdom. Like in the beginning, the first part of February, I'm sensing there's going to be a lot of hope, a lot of faith. You're going to have just this attitude of, you know what? I'm just going to go with this flow. I'm just going to roll with the punches. But more importantly, I'm going to live the present moments. I'm not going to be so hard on myself. And the first part of the month is really going to be for you not to force anything. Because what's going to come out of it is this divine wisdom. So, yeah, this month, like, it's crazy. It's all about self-awareness, February, from the messages that I'm getting. It's all about self-awareness, and more importantly, gaining the wisdoms that you need that's going to help you move forward with your goals. Like, you know what your goals are. And that's something else that's coming up. It's especially with this Two of Wands. This Two of Wands usually has a set plan, has goals, and it's ready to just go. And I'm kind of feeling like you don't really have any set goals, and it's so easy to fall upon somebody else's set goals if we don't have our own. Sometimes we're just like, we just go with the flow of life so much that life just, you know, somebody else's version of life might take over. And by mid-February, I feel like it's going to be you working your manifesting game. It's going to be you coming to center, getting grounded, no matter what the heartache, or even if you have lost faith that this king of yours is going to arrive, right? You have the Emperor, which is the king of all kings, and then you have the star next to it, which is like almost like a lack of faith. And yeah, for you, it's going to be to basically come back into loving yourself, that nobody is there to make you believe otherwise. You don't need anybody, basically, is where I'm going. You don't need anybody to be happy. You don't need anybody to feel like you belong somewhere. You belong because you're here, you're breathing, you're alive. And I feel like month of February is going to be this cycle ending. The cycle ending of you not giving your heart to yourself. Pages is all about new beginnings, and it's in reverse right now. And to me, I'm getting the message of like, stop giving your heart away. It's time to give your heart to yourself. It's time for you to, you know, change that cycle, end that old way of doing things and giving it to somebody else. And I feel like this person is someone who might seem good on paper, but that doesn't mean that they're right for you. And that doesn't mean there's not somebody out there that's better. Understand? Whatever's going to happen, by the end of this month, you're going to have a new opportunity. You're going to have an opportunity. With the Seven of Wands, I'm feeling that it might feel a little bit like a battlefield. To get to this opportunity, you might feel like you have to prove yourself, but I guess just remember that when one door closes, another one opens. And I almost feel like with this Seven of Wands is that you're trying to get up this corporate ladder almost. Just remember what your values are. You don't want to get up there walking over other people, but I actually feel that you feel that way, that you are being walked all over and that you need to defend yourself. Obviously, you need to put your foot down. Do not take bullying at all. But on the same time, it's like, ask yourself, is this fight really worth it? Is there another route you can take that will bring you a better sense of security and a better view, be around people that think like you and that will raise you up instead of pulling you down? And I believe there are, because you're going to have the Seven of Cups. You have the Seven of Cups by the end of February, which is all about new opportunities. So many opportunities that are going to come, and so many that you won't even know what to do with. And I feel like that's where you're going to kind of close February. You're going to close this month with like, wow, look at all the opportunities that I got. Which one am I going to choose? And that's going to be the tough question. And I feel like I'm like really curious to see what Mars has in stores for you. We're going to take one more Oracle card. Falling. Oh, interesting. I almost have a sense of like going with the flow of this one also. If you're going to fall, just allow yourself to fall, and have faith that you will be caught. You have 2 stars over here. Faith is going to be very important. But we're going to read the falling too. So I just love Alana Fairchild's descriptions of her cards. Don't worry, you may fear you are falling, but it's just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss. Are you sensing parts of your life flying away from you? This is letting go of the old parts, right? Out of your control, as the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and becomes more powerful than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves. Laugh, cry, celebrate, and ponder. Whether it makes sense or not, you are like a perfectly ripe fruit, falling from the universal tree, succulent and ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. If you wait any longer, this moment will be lost, and you'll end up on the ground, having to decay and go to seed in order to start the whole process again. This is not so bad, but what a shame if your sweet nectar was not to be savored by a hungry world. You deserve to be declared the most delicious, juicy fruit that ever was. So fall. You'll end up exactly where you are meant to be. Kind of goes back into just like, do you need to fight? Or just roll with the punches and go take the high road and go to places that will actually appreciate you, right? Take a leap of faith, practically. This oracle contains a message for you. You are being called closer into divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny now. It's safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. It might seem like you are being asked to take a leap of faith. There you go, the leap of faith. It's the right timing for you. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. And the page is 44. So this is, to me, a deep message from your guides and maybe even your guardian angels. Take that leap of faith. Do not question yourself. You're going to have many opportunities. Take the one that feels right. Do not let your analytical mind take over. You got this. Okay? You got this. I cannot wait to see what your March has in stores. Let me know if this has resonated. Contact me, come see me by the end of the month to let me know if any of this had actually if any of these predictions came true, I mean, I am honored. Thank you so much for having me help you on your journey. Have a great month of February, and hopefully I will see all of you guys very soon. Ciao. Hello, group threes, my Leo group threes. Welcome to your February pick a card reading. First time ever doing this, so stay patient with me. I am winging it basically. So far it's been great. We're gonna probably just see what we need to know overall, and also see within the whole month, right? The first period, second period, and third. We're gonna start with tarot pick a cards, and then maybe potentially oracle cards. And yeah, thank you so much. I feel so honored and blessed. I'm starting to see like different types of Leos over here with providing 3 different groups. So this is fun, really fun. So let's start right away. Let's go for it. These videos are probably going to be uncut, so I apologize if there's any long pauses. And yeah, let's go. Leo group 3. What do we need to know for Leo group 3s? Okay, that's too much. I just want 3 more cards. Leo's group 3s. Leo's group 3s. Leo's group 3s. Then Leo's group 3s. Elephants. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have extra ones. Ooh, I already like where this is going, my Leo's group 3s. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, deep breath, the resistance of a tarot. Okay. Okay, so I see. You're definitely not somebody who plays by the mainstream games and rules, okay? You're someone who doesn't, who kind of goes against the what's it called? That just goes against the norms. Oh, sun. I always like seeing the sun. Give me one more. There's one here. Ooh, I like how this is going to end. I like how this is ending. I love how this is ending. Yes. There's gonna be, okay. Which one do we have here? This is the 4 of Cups. Okay, so there's gonna be a little bit of boredom in the beginning of your month. Okay, February. Okay, Leos, group 3s. There's gonna be a bit of boredom, but there's gonna be a lot of celebrations. I feel like there's lots to celebrate, especially in terms of career-wise, in terms of just not allowing other people to tell you what to do. There we go. Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Coins. This is beautiful. Give me just 2 more for my Leos. Give me 2 more. 2 more. Definitely a lot of rest for you, especially after this tower moment. If you don't know what it is, we'll get to it. Okay, completions. I think every single of my Leos, every single Leo has gotten this card from this exact deck, which is kind of crazy. Oh my, yeah, you have 2 towers over here, and one is in resistance. So I feel like by the end of this month, you're actually going to allow the tower to actually settle in. And tower is actually a great opportunity to just let go of the old, rusty, outdated, rotten foundations that no longer serve you. And this is like a completion of it. So, and it was right on top too. So for me, it's like it's going to happen, but it's to end a cycle that has been there for a very long time. So let's just get to the beginning. In the beginning, you have the King of Cups, you have the Hierophant in reverse, you have the Four of Cups. This is the card that I was talking about, where you kind of feel bored right now, but there's just so much love in the air. You are very well surrounded, especially with this King of Cups as well. This could be you, could represent you, or somebody that exudes this kind of energy. So it could be a lover, especially the King of Cups is all about emotions. He's the king of his emotions, the king of his domain. He really leads by the heart and from the heart. So like I said, this could be you, or this could be somebody that exudes these kinds of characteristics. And when I was saying how like you're not someone who follows the norm, this is because you have this Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant in reverse is like just all the uncommon things that people might find weird or odd, or just not up to date to society kind of kind of squarish ideas, if you understand what that means. So within the first week, there's going to be a lot of celebrations. I feel like you're going to have a new money endeavor coming in, or maybe I'm almost sensing a pay raise, or even better, what's that word I'm looking for? When you level up in a job, basically. Forgot how what that word is, but yeah, you're just leveling up. The only thing is that in between all this, you have this card, which is like boredom. There's something being offered to you and you're not really seeing. It's more like the universe that's like, hey, you're doing great, you're doing fantastic, but here is something that we can offer you if you choose to take it. And you just don't see the opportunity at this moment. This card is slightly different though, because this one this is basically, to me, it's like the universe is trying to offer you something, some kind of knowledge, some kind of awareness, and it is going to bring you to even, more things to celebrate. Now, you might already be getting these messages and you already probably know what I'm talking about, and you're already taking actions towards it. I feel like if you haven't, this first period, the beginning of February, you will be taking actions towards it. You're not going to be limiting yourself anymore. You're going to move forward, whether it's with this person or not. All I know is that it's going to help you move along into maybe not a new direction, maybe so, because you have these beautiful roads of rainbows coming from the pentacle itself. But I feel like it's just going to be opportunities for you. Now, with any kind of upgrades and any kind of decisions that needs to be made, or any kind of turmoil that, shake us off from our original path, there's always going to be a need for deep rest. Okay, especially over here, the 10 of coins for me is like it's, or you don't appreciate the things that you already have, or you might get a loss. There might be some kind of loss coming in. This happy home that you had or that you wish to have, it's or not there, or you kind of lost it in the long run because you're probably not the same person, and therefore you're not, like, you're kind of sensing a lot of friends of yours that you once trusted and dependent are kind of leaving. And it's a good thing, because that means you might be energetically upgrading, but they have not, right? They're probably just still in an older version of themselves, and they're just not up to speed to you, to this new version of you. So this is going to feel hard though, because these are people that you loved and that you trust and that you shared everything with, and now you just don't feel like they're part of your entourage, and it could be very lonely in the beginning. And I'm sensing that this is going to happen in mid-February, that all this new stuff, this new upgrades that you're doing is just, you just feel like you're losing a lot of people that you once were close to, and you might actually resist it in the beginning, not seeing that it's probably in your best interest. Because when we have people that are not up to speed with our goals and our wants and our desires, they tend to kind of drag us down. They tend to kind of bring us back down to their level. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you to actually move forward. And strength is all about that inner strength, this inner knowing that, you know what, everything's happening for a reason. There's a reason why these people are not with me anymore. This maybe this person, maybe this King of Cups that was here in the beginning of the week, whatever it is going to take strength, because, and also a will to just allow everything to crumble. The Tower is really about let it all crumble. You need chaos before you can have sunshine. But the sun will come, and it definitely will come, because you have 2 suns over here by the end of February. And I want to really like jump into there. It's very important for you to understand that in mid-February it might get a little tough, hard, but honestly the self-care is going to be so important mid-February, when all this just kind of, especially this rest period, you have it twice over here, and you're going to try to resist this rest period, but try and like just don't. I'm going to give you, I mean, these are just my opinions, but take it how you want. But the rest is where the learning actually happens. The rest is so important for you to gain the strength to move forward, but more importantly to integrate all the lessons that will come out from all of this. And the beauty of all this is that you have the sun next to the Fool, meaning that there's going to be new opportunities. You're going to find this renowned faith. If you take this rest, if you allow the rotten foundations to crumble, allow these people just to leave, you're going to have opportunities to move forward into another direction. Maybe the Fool also, to me, is like traveling, right? Is jumping into this new place, new environment, and having faith, right? That's what the Fool is all about, having faith that you will be taken care of and that the right people will come to you. And yeah, as I mentioned, you have the sun again with the Wheel of Fortune right next to it. So by the end of the week, the wheel is going to turn into your favor if you allow all the rotten pieces just move away. Like, just let them fall on their own from your life. And like I said, the tower moments are never easy. They're actually very, very difficult. But if you're able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and more importantly, if you're able to see these as valuable lessons, nothing will be more valuable than these tower moments. Nothing at all. I mean, love comes close, but these are where the real learning actually occurs. And I feel like whatever happened with these other peoples, you're gonna find people that are gonna just have this beautiful, loving give and take aspect. This is, I feel like, something that you've been looking for. I feel like maybe you've been a little drained because it's maybe you always giving and not really receiving. But what a message I'm getting here is that this Wheel of Fortune is just going to help you find this tribe that you've been longing for a while. And again, if these don't resonate with you, again, I know there's still 3 groups, but there's still general readings, right? So there might be another pile that resonates with you more, or maybe I'm just not the guide that is meant to guide you at this moment. And yeah, like the overall energy for you is really this Wheel of Cosmic Fortune, which is like the ending of a cycle. This last card of the major arcana is right above this tower. So there will be lights. And you might not see it in in the midst of it all, right? The storm usually fogs our eyes, but once the fog sets, it's, I don't know, I'm just sensing just a beautiful energy, not only of you, but of these new people coming into your life. Let's take an oracle card. The Ancient Ones. Wow, this comes back to like, and this one over here, this awareness that you are very connected with a lot of people, your ancestors, maybe guides, and they've been trying to reach you for a very long time. Falling, having faith. We had this in my group too, is having faith, just allowing the fall. I actually read the card in my group too towards the end. If you feel drawn to, you can go and check it out. It's a beautiful card. It's really about feeling the feels, allowing the cry, laughing, and just taking that leap of faith. It just comes back to this beautiful fool imagery, this definition of the fool. And if ever you want to embody the fool, you can always make more research and see what more information comes out. One more. Fierce Serenity. Fierce Serenity. Fierce Serenity. To me, I feel like you're just going to find this inner power that you've been kind of seeking. I feel like it was like the last little element that was missing for you to move forward or find peace within yourself, or find that inner strength to just, be that version of yourself that you've been dying to become. We'll also read the book. Strength, quiet force, determination. A pure heart, emotionally intelligent, a loving leadership, grounding calmness. We'll also read a self-care message because it was in reverse. Losing patience, losing control, allowing your emotions to run wild, not standing in your power, being inflexible, a time to trust in your own ability. Fierce serenity. It's a quality that's embodied by the peaceful warrior and by the majestic beauty of a resting lion. Leo. The majestic beauty of a resting lion. This is you. This is the new version of yourself that's coming out. I feel like this represents the person you are becoming. It's a feeling of power and one of flexible calmness in the center of a raging storm, regardless of any fear or vulnerability that you are feeling right now. This card reminds you that you are strong enough to handle the situation. Stand up for yourself with love and courage and insist on integrity, both from yourself and from others. When the world around you is channeling your inner peace, what gives you strength amid uncertainty? Root deeply into that truth as being fiercely grounded will change the outcome of your current events. Now is not the time for brute force. Lead with love. The gentle serenity you project will be a steady force that will allow you to remain unshakable. Channel your love for the center of a pure heart and bless the quiet strength of your soul. It will prevail when it is given the chance to shine in the face of adversity. And here's a couple of questions to contemplate. How would your situation change if you let go of the small steps? What are some of your must-haves and what can you compromise on. Super important, guys. The peaceful warrior archetype whispers through the actions of extraordinary people like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and Martin Luther King Jr. Is there someone who represents fierce serenity to you? We all have this energy in us. Where can you welcome more of it into your life? How funny is that there's even a lion on there. Leo, this card is for you. And I think that's another message here, is that whatever's going to happen in the beginning or in the mid-February, I almost feel like you're going to start just grounding your energy and, imposing the truth and demanding the truth and sticking to your guns and staying with your integrity and being unshaken about that, really paying attention to like what the card says, like what are non-negotiables and where can I compromise. And these are all based on the goals that you had and the values that you have and knowing what you really want. So for you, February, I feel like you already know what you want and you've just been compromising yourself for so long. And now with this Hierophant in reverse, you're like, no, I'm not going to compromise myself anymore. I'm going to become, I am worthy, and I will not force myself to be anything than who I am, even if society will not agree with it, if that makes sense. And that is all for my group 3s, Leos. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leos, fiery spirits. Thank you for allowing me to take part in this incredible journey of yours. Thank you. If this has resonated at all, show your support. You can show your support if you feel called to by liking, sharing, subscribing, and leaving me a comment. Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. And that's it. The more I hear, if you guys really like this way of giving card readings for the zodiac signs, I will definitely continue. And if that is the case, I will see you guys in March. Ciao.